Tim Scott knows how to get elected in South Carolina. He's done it many times and remains incredibly popular in this state. And he joins us now. Senator, just because a group doesn't like Biden does not mean that group is going to vote Republican, I don't think. I mean, young people who are upset about Biden's support of Israel are not likely to go vote for the GOP candidate for president, I don't think, are they?
Well, Trey, you make a really good point. There's no doubt that young people in America today are more likely to be sympathetic to the cause against Israel as opposed to being sympathetic for Israel. Those numbers will change as we continue to inform and educate people. But you're 100% right. Young people today are devastated economically because inflation's up again and the Biden economy is destroying their ability to buy a house. When interest rates are over 7% for owning a home, people just can't afford it. In this economy, things could not be worse for people trying to buy the first house, and that is devastation is showing up in the disapproval numbers for Joe Biden. It will get worse, not better.
All right, Senator, Democrats once believed, I mean, when you and I served together in the House, this was the dominant thought, that the border and immigration issues were winning issues for them with Hispanic voters. I mean, that's what people want to know why y'all didn't get immigration reform done. Democrats benefit from those issues, but it doesn't seem to be the case right now. Democrats, especially Joe Biden, seem to be like bleeding Hispanic support.
Absolutely. If you think about this, Hispanics in our country, they want safe streets. They want safe communities. They want safe schools. The bottom line is this, that the Democrats thought immigration was the #1 issue for Hispanics. The actual truth is taking care of their families, family values, having good jobs, having inflation come down. Those factors impact negatively Joe Biden's support amongst Hispanics. Good news for us. We have proven in the past, and we should do it again in the future, that we can create the most inclusive economy, create more than 7 million new jobs, Trey, where Hispanic unemployment is the lowest ever recorded in the history of the country. We need to make sure that the American family, no matter what part of the family you're in, you understand that the American dream is alive and well. But when you have 10 million illegal immigrants invading our country, it doesn't matter whether you're black or white, Hispanic, Asian, male or female, that devastation, that crime wave that comes with it, it's going to change your mind on who you want to lead this country.
All right, let me ask you about another part of the American family. It seems Republicans are making inroads with black men, especially. Why do you think that is? And how can and should Republicans try to keep whatever momentum they may have?
Well, you know, sometimes we win by default as Republicans with minority groups. We need to go where we're not invited. That would actually help us tremendously. When I was running for president, Trey, I went to the south side of Chicago and had a conversation with a almost 100% black audience about how our future depends on quality education. And you look at New York City today, the kids, the poorest kids, are stuck out of school because they're using those schools for illegal immigrants. That message is a terrible sign for the future of the Democrat Party. You look at the fact that on the south side of Chicago, reading proficiency is really, really low. We need school choice. We need access to opportunities. We don't need to fix the game. Everybody in this nation can compete if the rules are the same on the front door, but when you're sold out to the teachers' unions, the party's over for the poorest kids, especially kids of color, trapped in these big monopolies called blue cities.
Hey, I got to remind you of something. It wasn't just Chicago. Tim Scott's been talking to groups that didn't necessarily invite him the whole time he's been in politics. And it wasn't in October leading into a November because you just needed their vote. You've been doing it the whole time you've been in public service. So, look, I'm a little bit older than you, but my memory's good enough to remember you didn't just start doing this recently. Thank you, Tim Scott, for joining us on a Sunday night.
Thank you, Trey. God bless you.
Yep. All right, God bless.